Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day. Today we got another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon video. We are going to be going over 4 new features coming to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Rescue Team DX. These are basically 4 brand new features that didn't really appear in the original games, and there might be new features that we don't know about yet, but these are the only 4 I could find. So if you do enjoy today's video and you want to see more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon videos on the channel, make sure to hit the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Mystery Dungeon, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to become a part of the Twintendo Nation. So first of all, let's start off with the first new feature. This is one I'm personally looking forward to a lot, and this is rare qualities, which I briefly mentioned in my last video, but I thought I'd explain it in a bit more detail. So this new feature, rare qualities, are passive abilities that Pokemon can sometimes learn when eating a gummy. So for those who don't know, the IQ system has been completely replaced from the original games with rare qualities by the looks of it. And also there are barely any gummies. As far as we know, there are only 2 gummies, which are the Rainbow Gummy and the DX Gummy. And when you eat these, you'll get like benefits like one of your stats will raise, but sometimes you'll learn a rare quality. And I believe these rare qualities draw inspiration from Ameres from Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, because a lot of their abilities are quite similar. And at the moment we know that there are 34 rare qualities that can be learned for each Pokemon. And these rare qualities include Riled Up, which boosts your attack and special attack when hit by an enemy. Shared Happiness, which is when a teammate's bad status is healed and another teammate will also have their status healed, which is great if you have, 3 or 4 Pokemon. If one status gets healed, then it means another one will get healed. And when you're fighting particular Pokemon, especially ones that can like poison you, this ability is going to be very, very helpful. And just as a final example, there's one called Sales Pitch, which is items can be sold at higher prices to shops and dungeons. So it's not just effects that we'll have on enemy Pokemon and yourself, it also affects other things like prices for items. So there's a lot to go over. I will talk about rare qualities in my next Pokemon Mystery Dungeon video. I'll go over every single one, the 34 rare qualities, because there is a lot to talk about and I didn't want to go over all of them in this video because that's not the point of this video. But this is something I'm very excited for, and I think a lot of you guys will enjoy these rare qualities. So next up, a brand new feature detailed on the website and shown in the reveal trailer for Rescue Team DX is that you can have up to 8 Pokemon in a dungeon at once. Now whether you can take 8 Pokemon in at once, I really doubt it, but it's most likely you'll be able to take in your usual party of 4, and it means you can recruit 4 other Pokemon in a dungeon at a time. So in the original games, if you had a party of 4, that's essentially a full party. You had no space to recruit any other Pokemon. So if you ever wanted to recruit Pokemon in a dungeon, at most you'd have to take 2 or 3 Pokemon with you and have a spare slot. So this new change might mean you can take in 4 Pokemon, like fill out your party like in the original games, but this time you can recruit 4 other Pokemon instead. So we can see in the trailer when the player is going through Silent Chasm, they have a team of 3, with Pikachu, Bulbasaur and Magnemite as shown on the right hand side. However, we can see 4 Pokemon behind them, with Trapinch, Paris, Spinarak and another just cut off at the bottom of the screen. Now these Pokemon are indicated with a green dashed circle around them, whereas team members have a green solid circle. So this dashed circle could mean at least 2 things. Firstly, they could be Pokemon that you have to guide through a dungeon, and if you're taking multiple missions, it means you can bring a lot of Pokemon with you at once to complete more missions in bulk. So certain missions have you basically guiding a Pokemon through a dungeon to find either their partner or an item, stuff like that. So these Pokemon could be ones you're just taking through on a quest. However, the second possibility is that these extra Pokemon are ones that have been recruited in the dungeon, but have not been fully recruited as team members yet. So in the original Rescue Team games, if you recruit a Pokemon in a dungeon, but it gets defeated before exiting the dungeon, you'll never see it again, which is kinda harsh. That's what I personally think these dash circles under the Pokemon mean. It's like they're close to being solid circles, just like the team members, but not quite. Either way, I'm sure this will become clear once the games are out and we can see how many Pokemon we can bring with us, and maybe both possibilities that I mentioned are in fact correct, or maybe in fact they're not correct at all, but like I said, we will find out when the full game releases. While this next feature might not be a new feature in some sense, there have been big changes to make it feel completely brand new. This is the Makuhita Dojo, which has had a big overhaul. In the original games, the Makuhita Dojo had 21 mazes, which were all 3 floors deep. Besides a few boss Pokemon, the majority of Pokemon you find are unrecruitable, and to be honest, the old Makuhita Dojo wasn't any fun, and didn't really have any reward to it. However, if you completed all 21 mazes, you would get the Bonsly statue outside your Rescue Team base, which isn't the worst thing to get, especially when we didn't know much about Generation 4 Pokemon. However, I'm glad to say that the new Makuhita Dojo is much more fun and is a great way to level up your Pokemon, which you can try out actually in the Rescue Team DX demo, Definitely check it out if you can. You should get a few dojo tickets, and these dojo tickets are the way to enter the Makuhita Dojo, and you'll need one of 3 tickets: bronze, silver and gold. The better the ticket, the more time you'll be allocated and the more experience you'll earn when defeating a Pokemon. So a bronze ticket gives you 50 seconds, silver 55 and gold 60 seconds. Now how the dungeon works in the remake is that you'll face very strong Pokemon that are weak to you, allowing you to use super effective moves and defeat your opponents for big experience gain. And this time there are no floors to discover, you're just on one floor, and I'm pretty sure there's so many Pokemon that you can't defeat them all. At least that's what it felt like to me when I was playing. I think they're just constantly respawning. So whilst it's not the most amazing gameplay, it is far better than the original Makuhita Dojo, and I'm looking forward to trying it out more with the full game releases. I want to see how much experience I can earn when using a golden ticket, and where we can get these tickets from. Can we buy them, or are they just extremely rare rewards for completing missions? And the final new feature that we know about so far is that there is a brand new auto mode which lets the AI or computer take over your Pokemon and move them efficiently around the dungeon, according to the website description when pressing the L button. So I actually tried this out in the demo, and I'd already changed my movement speed to fast, which you can do in the settings, and my rescue team when set to auto were just running around the dungeon quite aimlessly, it felt like, and because of that they lose a lot of hunger, which is a very important thing in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but we'll get back to that in a second, because they also got rid of something else. They got rid of the A attack that we used to use in the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, which is really disappointing. We normally use that A attack to preserve PP, feint Pokemon to attack, and finish off enemy Pokemon that were weak. So instead, when you press the A button now, it will automatically use your best move against the Pokemon you're facing. And this really threw me off when I was playing the demo. I pressed the A button and it used Water Gun, and I was like, what are these controls? You know, why am I not just like headbutting a Pokemon? And I'm kind of disappointed that's gone. It is clever and it will help newcomers. I feel like it is a bit cheap though. It's going to be easy to defeat Pokemon. And one of the reasons I love the original Rescue Team games and just Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in general is because they were a challenge to complete. Of course, you don't have to use these features, and I can't say I recommend the auto mode just about yet. Whilst it will stop when you run into an enemy so you don't get massacred, it still uses up your belly and will make you hungry in no time. Also, like I said, it's a little disappointing that the old A move is gone. Like, you can still feint Pokemon into moving and attacking you by pressing B and A together, but doing that you won't attack the Pokemon back. It just basically lets you spin around and use a turn up while not moving, and then the Pokemon can move towards you. It's a shame, but if these are the only complaints I'll have with the game, then we're in for a very good time. So guys, let me know which new feature you're most excited about in the comments below. For me, it's either rare qualities or the new Makuhita Dojo. Also, it is very likely that there will be more new features that we don't know about just yet, so it would be naive to think that these are the only new features coming to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Rescue Team DX. If any new features are announced or added, I'll make a video on it if you guys request it. And yeah, that's it for this video guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button down below. I really appreciate your support so far on the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon videos. It's been great to just make content on this again. And yeah, if you want to stay up to date with everything Mystery Dungeon, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to become a part of the Twintendo Nation. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace!